Morning student, this is our fifth lecture of class 9th IT, and in this lecture we will cover our third session, which is computer fundamentals. So what is computer system? A computer system is a programmable machine designed to perform arithmetic and logical operation to produce meaningful result in desired format. It is just like the definition of computer, which is like a computer system comprises of all the hardwares which are attached to the CPU to make a proper system, or we can say that to make a proper running machine in which you can provide some input and get desired output according to the provided input. So there are three main units of a computer system. So these three units are input unit, central processing unit, and output unit. Input unit basically helps user to enter raw instructions, or we can say that raw data into the computer system. The central processing unit processes the input and provide desired output according to it. Output unit is responsible to produce meaningful result and to display those meaningful result to the user in desired format. CPU, central processing unit, as we have covered in our previous lecture also, that CPU is the brain of the computer. It means all the necessary processing is done by CPU, and it is a very important part of our computer system. So basically CPU is also divided into three parts. First one is control unit. So the work of control unit is to receive each and every instruction from the user and coordinate between different parts to perform various operations. So basically we can say that control unit is basically responsible to control all the peripheral devices which are attached to the computer system. The next one is arithmetic and logic unit. So arithmetic and logical unit is responsible to perform arithmetical and logical operations in the computer system. The last one is memory unit, to provide memory to the processes which was currently running on the computer system is the work of memory unit. It provides temporary storage when a small amount of data is stored, or it also provides memory to the other operations when they are performing on your computer system. So basically memory unit is divided into two parts. The first one is RAM, which is also termed as random access memory, and the second one is ROM, which is also termed as read only memory. In our previous lectures we have covered that RAM is the main memory and it allows you to temporarily store command and data into your computer system, and it is also a volatile memory. It means it works until the electricity is switched on to your computer system, and as soon as the electricity turns off, all the data which was stored in the RAM automatically erased. The next type of memory is ROM, which is read only memory. It is also known as permanent memory. It is generally used to store the instructions, or we can say that it is generally used to store the command which are necessary for the proper running of your computer system, and it will also provide you the facility to store data on a permanent basis. Our next topic is BIOS. BIOS stands for Basic Input Output System. In BIOS, there are essential instructions written and stored by the manufacturer. For example, you have purchased a Dell laptop from a Dell company, then the essential instructions which are used to load the operating system on your computer system will be written and stored at some place, and the instructions which are essential for the proper loading of operating system is written in the BIOS, and it is also termed as Basic Input Output System. Now our next topic is data storage in computer system. So in our computer system, data is stored in the form of bits and bytes. Bit or binary digit is represented by 0 or 1, and basically we can say that the data in our computer system will be stored in the format of 0 and 1, or we can say that in the form of binary. and when 8 bits combine, they form a single byte which is represented like a single character. For example, if you want to represent 4 characters KVDL, then you need 4 bytes in the computer memory. Now with the help of this chart, I will try to explain you memory units in the computer system, and in this chart I will try to explain you the memory unit, relationship of the memory unit with earlier units and their equivalent values in bytes. So first one is kilobyte, KB, it contains 1024 bytes. The next one is MB, so 1 MB is equals to 1024 KB, and if we want to convert it into equivalent byte, then we have to multiply 1024 with 1024. The next one is GB, also known as gigabyte. So 1 GB is equals to 1024 MB, and if we want to convert it into equivalent byte, then we have to multiply 1024 3 times. And the next one is, which was currently running in our computer systems, is terabyte, also known as TB, and 1 TB is equals to 1024 GB. And if we want to convert it into equivalent byte, then we have to multiply 1024 4 times, then we will get the equivalent value in byte of 1 TB. Now there are some storage devices along with their storage capacities. For example, compact disc, it stores 750 MB. DVD, digital versatile disc, it stores around 4.5 GB. Blu-ray disc is a double-sided DVD like disc which is used to hold large amount of data than DVD, and it can store around 25 GB or 50 GB. And the next one is pen drives. Pen drives are generally used to store higher amount of, or we can say that large volume of data, which was around 512 MB to 32 GB, but now currently in the market 512 GB or 1 TB pen drives are also available. And the same type of device is memory stick, which is also used to store large volume of data ranging from 512 MB to 32 GB. Now our next device is hard disk, which was generally used to store huge amount of data, and the limit of hard disk which was maximum used in our computer system is 12 TB, and it was developed until till 2017, but after 2017 there are more advancement in the hard disk and its features. Now you can store around 20 TB of data in your computer system by large volume of hard disk. If you want to connect some devices to your computer system, then you require ports or sockets. So here are 4 types of ports and their uses in our computer system. The first one is power socket. It is used to connect the power cable to our computer system. The next one is PS2 port. PS2 ports are generally round shaped 8-pin ports. They are generally provided to us by IBM, and they are used to connect mouse and keyboard. USB port, as you all familiar about USB port, universal serial bus ports, and they are used to connect USB device like pen drive, mouse, etc. The next one is video graphic adapter, VGA port. VGA port are generally used to connect monitors or projectors to your computer system, or you can also attach touch screen to your computer system with the help of VGA ports. Now our last topic is how you can set up or start up a computer system. For example, if you purchase a brand new computer system from the market, then how you will be able to configure it for its proper running. There are some steps which needs to be followed. First step is you need to connect your monitor with the VGA cable, and also connect the mouse and keyboard along with PS2 port, or if you are having USB mouse and keyboard, then you can also connect it with the help of USB cable, and then power on the CPU. And after connecting power cable, you will be able to power on the CPU. Then the computer should display some message from the manufacturer. For example, your system was manufactured by Dell, then you will see a Dell logo on your computer screen. Then it starts its booting process, and booting process means it starts to load your operating system into the memory, and once the booting process is over, then you will be able to see the first screen, which is the beginning of your computer system, and after that you will be able to start any application which was already installed on your computer system. So student, this is the end of this lecture. Based on the video of this lecture, try to answer the questions which was given to you as home assignment, and we will continue next session in our next lecture. Thank you students.